And we back. Shout out to Aim High. And we back, and we back, and we back. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Sana IE. I'm your host, XO. This is your first time listening. Welcome to the show, man. Grab a chair, grab your popcorn. If you're on the treadmill, at the gym, on the way to work, I just want to thank you. I said take you. Thank you for taking the time out of your day for listening to the podcast. This is your first time listening. Thank you. I bet you're wondering, what is Sun.ie and what are they going to do for me? Well, first, Sun.ie is a personal development platform for millennials who want to learn more about their brain health. And every episode, we drop knowledge, we drop statistics, we drop tips, tricks, and just helping us gaining more clarity when it comes to our brain health and understanding what we need for our brain health to upgrade and what we need to let go of, what we need to unlearn when it comes to certain habits, certain issues within our lives. And with this episode, we're going to discuss ways to overcome overthinking. If you like myself, I'm constantly overthinking about everything. And I found some tips and some things I use myself personally to really calm my overthinking. But first, let me hit y'all with the quote of the day. And the first quote is, "Everything is possible when you believe in yourself." And I feel like this quote is perfect for this episode. Belief, self-belief. I know how it is. Self-doubt is bigger than our self-belief, and we have to really shift that diagram and understand, like, yo, I can accomplish anything if I truly believe in myself and truly believe what I'm doing, instead of having that doubt come in. And that doubt just comes from fear. We all have fear, but we have to let fear go and have faith that anything that we're doing is going to happen for us. Anything that's on our heart, anything that's on our mind, we have to keep pushing towards and have that belief in ourselves. Because I know how it is. You'll be thinking like, oh, so-and-so's doing this, I can't do that. And then you just tell yourself you can't do a lot of stuff, instead of having that more belief into yourself and start believing that you can do things. And I think it starts with keeping those promises to yourself, keeping those daily promises. You know what they are. You like, oh, I promise myself I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow, or I promise myself I'm gonna start reading, or I'm gonna start walking, start drinking water. And it's keeping those daily promises to yourself. That's how you build up that self-confidence, and understanding that if I keep the promises to myself, then I build my self-belief up on a daily basis. But once again, that quote is, "Everything is possible when you believe in yourself." My second quote is, "Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits." Everything comes to them who hustles while they wait. And that is true. It's like you can keep waiting and not doing nothing, expecting things to happen. Like, oh, somebody's going to come grab me to help me win the lottery. You can't win the lottery if you don't put your numbers in. So you're going to have to take action to anything that you want to achieve and accomplish in life, instead of being like, oh, let me just wait on the sidelines, wait for my number to be called. But it's like, no, you have to put in that work, put in that action, put in that grind in to get what you truly want. And it'll come to you faster instead of you waiting for it to come. And understanding like, yo, I got to keep grinding. I got to keep putting this hustle in. Got to keep putting this action and building these systems in my life, so that everything that I want just comes to me within fruition. Within it comes to me so easily. But understanding like, I have to put that work in. I can't be waiting on the sidelines. I can't be like, oh, let me just pray about it. Or let me just sit about it. Let me not do anything and expect everything to come. It doesn't work like that. But once again, that quote is, "Everything comes to him who hustles while he waits." I bet you're wondering, ways to overcome overthinking. You got me tuned in now. And number one, I said one. Number one is, the problem is rarely the problem. Never ever thought about that? It's like we always like to enhance our problems when they're not that big. It's like they only get big when we put that focus on them, instead of like, oh, here's a problem and here's a solution. It's like math. 2 + 2 = 4. And knowing that every problem has a solution. It's rarely the problem. 99% of the harm is caused in your head by you and your thoughts. 1% of the harm is caused by reality, which actually happens, and the outcome. So it's like we harm ourselves. It's like self-harm. Understanding like, Oh, there's a problem. Oh, you got bills, you got this, do you got that, do. But like, there's a solution to everything, and we have to know that like the problem isn't really the problem. It's just something that I have to solve, and I can't enhance the problem by just constantly thinking about it and not putting no action towards solving the problem. Most of the time, I know how it is when a problem occurs or something comes up. Something's always gonna come up. It's life, but understanding like this problem is here for me to solve, for me to grow into the person I am meant to be. So I can't enhance this problem without enhancing the solution, and knowing the solution is out there for me to find. The way you think about a problem, just write it down. I think we get so caught up with these overthinking. I was gonna say over intrusive thoughts, but I don't think that's a word. But we get so caught up with our problems that we never take the time to write down the problem, see it on a visual, on a paper, write it on a whiteboard, whatever it may be, and just be like, yo, this is solvable. I'm just enhancing it because that's the old me trying to get in the way of the new me and the processing that I have to go through. And it'd be like the old identity trying to stop you from attaining your new identity. But every problem can be solved if you just write it out and look at it and understand, like, okay, how can I solve this problem? What do I need to do to solve this problem? How do I stop overthinking and start working on over solving? Number two, avoid self rejection. This is big with me. I always thought like, oh, I'm not good enough. Oh, this is not for me. Or they can have it. And just we like to belittle ourselves instead of being like, hold up, wait a minute. I am powerful in my own way. And don't think you don't deserve that opportunity. If you don't, like, why put yourself back? Why reject yourself before even putting yourself out there? And it's like that's how we are as humans. We're trained to fixate on the negative instead of working on the positive, staying focused on the positive. You know how it is. We with losses, we dwell more on the losses versus our successes. And it's just how we're built. It's in our DNA. We always focus on the losses instead of focusing on the wins, the successes, the positive aspects of life. Self-doubt is common for us because we don't think we don't deserve anything good. When in reality, we deserve everything that we desire. It's like, oh, I don't deserve this good thing that's happening. It's like we like to self sabotage ourselves instead of being like, nah, I deserve this. I put the work in for this. Why don't I deserve this? You deserve everything that you want and you desire, but we have to get that in our heads like, I deserve this, and not letting that self rejection get to me. That's self sabotage because I know how it is. To this day, it's like myself personally, there's some opportunities that come to me, but I self sabotage myself because I'm that thinking like, oh, maybe this is not for me. Maybe this doesn't work for me. Why me? Instead of like, oh, why not me? I deserve this opportunity. I deserve what I desire. I deserve what I want. I can't let my overthinking get to me or let the overthinking win. Number three would be silence and time. I know you think about silence and time. Yeah, this is another way to overcome the overthinking. The truth is, most of the problems aren't solved with more thinking. You'll find most of the answers that you're looking for in silence, in time, and with a clear mind. One of the things I recommend is mindfulness, meditating, doing the little things, getting that clarity to where you're in control of your thoughts. I love meditating myself personally, but looking at, okay, how can I calm my mind? Where's my silent time? Where can I have my silent time? And most of the time, it's in the morning. Right when you wake up, that first 10 to 15 minutes a day, meditate, pray, and really have that time to get them thoughts and the problems out your head. Focus on the positive. Focus on the solutions when you wake up instead of focusing on, oh damn, I got to do this today. I got to do that today. I got to do this today. Instead of like, I get to do this stuff, and understanding that every problem that you're presented with, there is a solution, and the problem is presented to you because you can solve that problem. But you can't solve that problem by overthinking. So when you have that time, that silent time in the morning, think of the positive outcomes that you want to happen in your life. Number four, an important question. When you start criticizing yourself for the past mistakes or seeing disaster around every corner, ask yourself, is there anything I can do right now to change the past or positively influence the future? If the answer is yes, do it. Take action. But if the answer is no, be at peace and let it go. We don't like past mistakes. Like I said, we like to dwell on our losses. We like to dwell on the regrets and everything of the past. But you have to take that loss. You have to take that failure. You have to have those regrets in order for you to grow and understand that that's a lesson I had to learn in life. Think about it. Without that lesson, would you be the person who you are today, or would you be in a different atmosphere of who you are? It's like we have to go through tough life lessons for us to be the person we are today, and for us to be the person we're becoming along the way. There's always going to be lessons for you to learn throughout life. We're always going to be students of life. We have to learn, like, I can't dwell on my past mistakes. I got to take the lessons from the past, use them for my present, and keep going on to my future. So you have the action to let go, or you can have it do self harm to you. Number 5, the power of now. You're not going to overthink your way to a better future. You're not going to overthink your way to a better past. All you have is right now. Be where your feet are. And what you can do now is make right of your past and make good of your future. Make peace with your past. Make peace with yesterday. Make peace with what happened. Let go of tomorrow and grab a hold of now. What can you do right now to push yourself forward instead of holding yourself back? Don't be a prisoner of the past. Be a pioneer of your future. And number 6, fact check your own thoughts. Like, fact check my own thoughts. What do you mean? Your thoughts will create scenarios in your mind that reflect your insecurities, fears, and worries. So it's important to always fact check your own thoughts by accepting them, because in highly emotional situations, your thoughts will tell you stories that aren't true. So fact check yourself. Ask yourself, does this thought serve me? And if it doesn't serve you, if it's trying to slave you, let it go. We have to fact check our own thoughts, because you know how it is. We all have those scenarios that come up in our head, like all these what ifs that, oh man, I should do that. I should have done this. The regrets that always pop up in our head because of our fears, insecurities, and worries. But we have to ask ourselves, is this thought really serving me right now? Can I change this thought to something positive? Getting out of that old thinking and start moving into a new thinking, a new way of thinking, a new identity for yourself. Because the old thoughts, the old you is holding you back from the new you. Number 7 is acceptance is peace. No amount of anxiety will change your future, and no amount of anxiety will change your past. Peace is found in acceptance. It's accept imperfection, accept uncertainty, and accept uncontrollable. And learning that you don't have to understand, tolerate, even forget something, but be at peace with it. Be at peace and accept that it happened. I think that's the biggest thing: acceptance and peace. Being at peace with the past and being at peace with what happened, and accepting, like, okay, that happened. I learned from that. I grew from that, but I'm a whole different person now. And my present and future self need me. I can't keep being in that prison of the past. I got to let myself be free. Liberate yourself from the past, because it's not helping you, only holding you back from becoming who you truly need to become for the people that need you. Number 8, health starts in your mind. You can go to the gym, you can eat healthy, you can do yoga, you can drink water, you can take vitamins. But if you don't directly confront the negativity in your thoughts, you'll never truly be healthy. It all starts in your mind. Our health isn't measured on scales by the size of our muscles, the width of our waist. True health is measured by the quality of your thoughts and the peacefulness of our minds. So make your mind, make your brain a great place to live. Start doing the little things, putting positivity into your life. Maybe it's sometimes your environment too that does the overthinking, that has the fears, the worries, and the insecurities. Something I started doing, I started cultivating more positive energy around me when it comes to the people. Some people, you got to understand, you got to really cut some people off. And it's not really necessarily cutting people off, it's just loving them from a distance, because you know, like, I need that positive energy around me. You can't be around complainers all the time, people that criticize people all the time. You can't be around that negative energy, that people that always see the bad, see the glass half empty instead of half full. You got to be more around more positive people. And as well as when it goes to social media. How is your social media feed? Because that plays a big part in your overthinking and your thoughts and the negativity that surrounds you. Cultivate a positive social media feed to things that you can learn from and educate from that gives you life instead of taking life from you. What are you drinking? What are you eating? And really being aware of the things that really help you cultivate a positive environment. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. I hope this episode helped you out today. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Share this with somebody who you think can help, who has those overthinking thoughts. I know how it is. Review the show. Really appreciate y'all. But let me leave y'all with this. You are a walking miracle. Never doubt how truly amazing you are. Have a great weekend. I'll be back again with Sana A.